Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. This is what we're doing today. So cute. So we're going to be sculpting these here nails. I'm going to put a link to the inspiration pictures that I've used, but I think they're so cute and they take a lot of time. It took forever, but I think the end result is worth it. We got a little Christmas tree, a melted snowman, little scarf, and rooftop snow there. So what I used was, we got some white acrylic powder, some hard glue, like this stuff. We have some white polish, Beatles liner gel. We got some black Beatles liner gel. I have two of this AB gel, and I got this off of Amazon. Just two purples, a lighter and a dark. We used a builder base gel as the base there. Of course, we're going to use top coat. I have this lavender violets. It is just like an iridescent polish. I do have this dark purple polish by AB Gel, and this is glitter, and I put it on here but wiped it off just so a little bit of glitter stayed, but I wanted this to be the light purple color. We're going to use a few random colors, just we need an orange, so I have an orange here for the snowman's nose. I've got this dark, it's kind of brown but kind of red, Beatles color here for just the tree trunk, and I mixed it with the black to make the snowman arms there. I think that's it. I used a lot of different brushes and silicone brush to help sculpt, and I also have this little, it's kind of like a little X-Acto knife tip there. Just use that for, I don't know if you can see that, but just on the bottom of the scarf there, just for the little what do you call it, tassels. And yeah, and I did use a little rhinestone for the top of the tree. And I've already started here. I actually sized my nails, gave them a buff, put my base coat on, and I also put a coat of white and a coat of this light purple on all of the nails. Well, I didn't do the white yet, but I did the, so all these have two coats on it, and I'm just going to finish here putting the white on, and then we are going to be ready to start sculpting. Now, this is absolutely one of my favorite things. I love using that adhesive gel to make things for on the nails. If you remember, or if you haven't seen it, I did a sculpting video a bit in the summertime. I made a video on like pool items, and I made like a pool floaty, and that was really fun. I mean, if you want to see that, it's in the nails playlist, the nail set playlist, and it was pretty fun. You could check that out. But yeah, this was pretty time consuming. But I am really happy with the outcome. I'm sure, as always, the second hand will be faster than the first, because the first hand you're just trying to figure out what actually works good. But there they are. A lot of times when we do these videos, we don't really show the nails very quickly, or we show them too quickly and people don't get to actually look to see what we're doing. So I'm trying to make an effort to do a little better, because I know when I'm watching other people's videos, you know, they're like, this here, this is what we're doing, you know, and too hard, I need to look to see what we are doing. Okay, so I have that under the lamp, and I'm just going to give that a cure, and then we're going to get ready. So we're going to start with our adhesive gel, and I don't know which one I'm going to start with. You know what? One thing that I'm going to do that I haven't done is for these nails here with the sculpting, I'm actually going to put my top coat on them right now. Because I found it pretty hard to put the top coat on after all of the things were on there. And I just want to make sure that I have a top coat on there. I'm going to use the same nails in the same positions. Sometimes I like to change it up a bit, but I'm going to continue using the same for the same. I'm going to not top coat my thumb there, because I'm actually going to put that iridescent polish on there first. So there's no need for that, but we're going to put this top coat on just because it will be easier. Actually, this was no problem. I'm going to put it on this one. So just the ones that we used the acrylic powder on, they're the nails that, you know, once we put that powder on, we want, if we top coat over it, it's going to get rid of the texture, and that's half the fun with using the acrylic powder, I think, anyways. So I am going to pop these ones in under the lamp, and why don't we start with this one here, since this is available. Okay. All we're going to do is we're going to scoop up and shape the scarf. You should always not use your hands for this, but okay, I'm going to reposition this camera to make sure that I am in frame. So I just made a snake, put it where I want it, and get rid of the excess. So I'm going to make it a little flat. We don't want it too raised. And get rid of the excess. That looks about right. So what I actually did, which I'm kind of disappointed that you can't really tell on this here, after I put the top coat on, it kind of took it away, but I ran this along here and it gave it a really cool texture. And even though you can't really see it the same, I'm going to do it again. You see that? Oh, I wish it stayed, but it didn't. So I'm going to give it a little push together if it got a little too thick for you, for me, and then you're going to give that a cure. Okay, instead of being confusing, I think I'm just going to do one nail at a time, because sometimes I flick back and forth. If there's already one underneath here, then I'll continue on with the free nails, but I think I'm going to do one nail at a time. So if you're interested in knowing how to do one or how I did one, then you can get it all at once. Okay, so that's been dried. We're just going to dig out a little bit for the long part of the scarf. So you're going to do the same thing. Make a little snake. We're going to stick it on the top, and you want it to come up a little bit. Just kind of stick it on there. Now, I don't want it to be too raised, so I'm going to kind of push it down as I go. And then before it gets too stuck on there, we're going to get rid of our excess. There we go. Then we'll use the silicone tool. Shape it. Now it doesn't have to be straight, and you can have some ripples in it if you want. And then I'm going to use my little knife and kind of make my tassels. Okay, I think that looks kind of cute. It's kind of folded there. It looks natural. So once you're happy, give that a cure. Okay, so that's out of the lamp. So now I am going to take my light purple shade, and I'm just going to use my palette that I already have already. And I'm using a thicker brush there. And I'm just going to take and paint it. And just make sure that you get the top and bottom and sides. And we can clean that up after. with a cleanup brush. Okay, down there looks terrible. I did not mean to do that. So I think I'm probably going to end up wiping that right off. And my brush is still kind of wet with alcohol, so I'm kind of taking it off because, as you can see by that one there, it's pretty light, and that's the way I wanted it. So now I'm going to take out a cleanup brush and make sure that the white is pristine. Okay, so once you're happy with it, give that a little cure. Okay, so this came out from out of the lamp. So I have so many brushes here. So what I did was I literally took a little bit of this purple sparkle and kind of rubbed it around. Just want a little bit of the sparkles. Not very many. Okay, I think that's enough. So we're going to pop that back underneath the lamp. Okay, and this one is all done. I'm going to pop some top coat on. Oops, got little sparkles where we shouldn't. Alright, we'll try that one again. Just make sure that when you're doing your top coat, it's not pooling. And getting rid of the details that you worked so hard to do. Alright, that one is complete. Let's see, let's do the easiest. Let's do our rooftop snow and snow splats, snowball splats. That's what I'm saying there. Alright, so we're going to use our gel again. And we'll pick some out. This one doesn't need quite as much. So we're just going to take it and pop it on. And you just want it to go all around the top of the nail there. And you also want to smush it a bit. You definitely don't want this too raised. Oops. It's basically doing the same as the ice cream top. It's basically the same. Oh no, oh, that would have been a disaster. Sometimes when you're doing these types of things, when you do it the first time, it's probably the best time. Like, this should have only taken a second, and I keep fiddling with it when I should have just put it on and it would have been fine. Alright, I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to put that under the lamp to cure now. And there's our beautiful scarf. We'll put the finished ones over there. Okay, so our rooftop is all done. Now we are going to take our white and give that a paint white. I'm just going to paint the top of it with this white. And then go in with the liner brush. Okay, so after you got it painted white, we're going to come in and do our little snowball splatters. And it's literally just a dollop. This white one's going to give me problems because there's too much. Okay. Now we are ready to put on our acrylic powder. And this is just stuff, random stuff I got from Amazon, I think. And we're just going to take our tool and it's going to stick to everywhere that has our wet polish on. Now I did try dipping, and that works if it's like I dipped my snowman in here. I just went, that does work. So if you want to do that, you can. But this works better with these snowball splatters because it It will literally splatter them out if the polish is thick. And you want to keep doing this until there's no wet, until it doesn't look wet anymore. And that looks pretty good. And then we will put that under to cure. And I think we're basically done that one. Next, let's move on to the snowman. So the snowman is just a blob circle on the bottom. What the heck? I think I got acrylic in that little blob there, so it wasn't working. Okay, let's go back to this for 1 sec and finish this. So all we're going to do here is we're going to dust it. So you're going to dust it off in there. All done. Okay. Okay, so we're working on the snowman. So I'm going to try that again. So we want enough on here. That might be too much. We want it so it's like a melted puddle. And that's good. So once we get that, we want that, we're going to put that into cure, and then we'll get our body ready, or our head. And I'm kind of going to compare the size, because I do want it to try to be roughly the same size. It's pretty close. hard to get things the same exact size. Okay, we want to squish it on there, but we do want to still keep it in the circle kind of shape. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to give that a really good cure. Okay, so it's back out. Now we're going to go in with our white. Let's see. Now, wherever our white is, it's going to be our snow. So just keep that in mind. Okay, acrylic time. Back in with our scoop. Okay, and then we'll put it under the lamp. Okay, last step for that. Give that a little. Now we are going to clean our brush. We're going to make our stem. And I don't like the look of it. So I'm going to do that again. Okay. We're going to take our white Actually, I'm going to give that a cure, that brown there. I don't want to chance it. While we're doing that though, I'm going to put on this iridescent on this purple nail here. Oh, gorgeous. So pretty. It looks even better over the purple. Just brings out the purple highlights. So I'll pop that under with the other one there. Okay. Now we're going to go in with our white with a dotting tool and a brush. So we're just going to put a layer of white down here on the bottom. Then we're going to take our dotting tool and make some snow. Just a couple. Oh shoot. Try that again. Back in with our acrylic. Scoop. And then back under to cure. Okay, so this is back out from under the lamp. Give that a brush. Next, we're going to take some rhinestone glue. A little dollop. And we have some of these AB crystals. I'm just going to pick one up and put it on as the star. And I just want to make sure it's the same size as the other one. Um, okay, this is the right size. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And once you're happy that it's in the right spot, give that a cure. Now we'll go back to this nail here. And what do we even have going on? Oh yeah, we're doing our snowflake. Okay. So I'm going to put a top coat on that now. I totally forgot. But I just touched it and it was a little tacky, so that was my reminder. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're on to our last nail. And this is just for the snowflake. So I'm just going to put a little white on my table. And I'm going to take a little bit, this is a little trick, take a little bit of your acrylic powder and mix it in with your polish. And it just makes it a little thicker and a little easier to do your snowflake. And I just did it tonight for the first time, and it works great. I just went ahead and cleaned up my whole desk and put everything away. Why did I do that? Okay, so now we're going to take our liner brush and drag it right through. And then after you have your snowflake all done, we are once again going to dust. And just checking to make sure it's not no shiny spots. Okay, and then give that a cure. Okay, so all we have to do now is dust it off. And it's done. And we're all done because we've already top coated everything as we went. So here we are. I think they look so cute. Love the snowman. Love everything. What do you guys think? Would you wear those? I don't know. I personally couldn't, but I'm sure somebody could. I can't rock nails that long. Obviously, look at my nails. They're stubs. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it. I love sculpting and working with that solid gel. It's so fun. And it was my first time using acrylic. And it wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard at all. So, yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it really does help my channel grow. And until the next video, bye friends.